Hello guys and welcome to the neutral card reveal and discussion, and also I will show you my Erebus deck that I'm using right now, which I think is pretty cool. Anyway, let's start with Imperial Army. Fallen Auxiliaries. Choose one, 2 energy, deal 3 damage to a random enemy or give +1/+2 to a random friendly troop. 3 damage for 2 energy is really good, and I think this will see some play in aggressive decks, and I think this card is very welcome. Military Basque, 3 energy 2/3, Solar Auxilia, rally gains +1/+0 for each enemy in play. So it's a 3/3 at least, but I think that this card is not very good. Sergeant Colson, 4 energy 3/5, great stat line. Solar Auxilia, when a friendly unit attacks, create a random Solar Auxilia troop in your hand. This will see play 100% in Lucretia. Apart from that, like, it generates value. I think it's a pretty cool card, not gonna lie. Card generating troops with a good stat line are always good. He lacks protection, but he makes up for that with 5 health, so I think it's pretty nice. Like, if you see this in shop, pick it up. I think it's worth running it in aggro decks, and like perhaps some tempo decks that lack card draw and card generation, like Sisters of Silence. Auxilia Dracosan, 5 energy 4/5, resolution, create a random Solar Auxilia infantry in your hand. This card is not bad, it's not great. It's okay. Statline is a little bit weak. Maybe if it was a 4/6, I could see this being played. Otherwise, I think Lucretia is the only warlord that will play this card. Ethon Sentinel, 8 energy 6/7, Solar Auxilia Frontline Shield. This card is actually very interesting, I think. And I think this could see some play because of the shield and the front line and the stat line, which is okay, nothing great, but it's not bad. Maybe like if the meta shifts a lot towards aggro, maybe this card can see some play. Otherwise, I don't know. Like, it's okay, it's nothing crazy. In with Lemarras, 9 energy 8/9, Solar Auxilia, relentlessly 4 damage to an 4 damage twice to a random enemy. It's too expensive, and relentless is a terrible keyword. Apart from that, the relentless effect is really good, but I don't think this will see any play. Mechanicum, tear into pieces, 1 energy, deal 1 damage, ordnance 3. This card is interesting, it's a lot of tempo for dealing 4 damage to a vehicle for 1 energy, so I think this could see some play, but it's really meta dependent. I wouldn't. Also, it's a common, so I wouldn't bother crafting it, but it's not bad. Factory Overdrive. 3 energy, choose 1, gain 1 energy, or draw 2 cards. This card is Asteroid Bells on steroids. Get the joke? Anyway, this card is 100% worth buying, and I think it's crazy and will lead to a lot of bad stuff when people actually get it and start to use it properly. Artalax Automata, 6 energy 5/3, Unstoppable Flank Bloodthirst. So this card is not bad. The stat line is a little bit weak, especially on the health side. Apart from that, I think it's usable in van, in like vehicle decks, maybe Marius. No, it's not bad. Like, it deals a lot of damage when it comes in. The problem is the health. That's the only. If you can solve this problem, I think this card is really good. Stolen Ashurax. It's like Vorax, but same health for 2 energy more. So, yeah. Stolen Ashurax. 9 energy, 5/10 shield, vantage, siege, spend all of your energy and deal as much damage to all enemies. Yeah, I don't think this will see any play. Like, it's okay. It's a little bit slow. It's better than old Ashurax for sure. However, like, 2 more attack is not going to matter that much, I think. So yeah, I don't think this will see any play. Then we have Chaos Neutral. So we have Elise Vorihon. When a flying cultist dies, give +1/+0 to your troops. 2 energy, put in play a random cultist that costs 3 or less. Yeah, I like her. It's like high initiative Corferon without the word bearer cards. It's not bad. I think she will. It's okay. Like it's not a broken warlord, but it can get out of hand really quickly. Uh, the buff that gives to the troops is actually pretty amazing, I have to say. Um, but yeah, she's a cool warlord. Nice design. A little bit maybe like we already saw this. The 30 HP is a little bit of a problem. If you don't get Dark Servants, I think it's what the card is called, the one that gives +1/+1 to the cultists. I think she's not great. Apart from that, yeah, I love the artwork. Fervent Neophyte. Cultist 1/1 for 1, backlash your next cultist costs 1 less. Um, yeah, like it's so weak. I really don't like this card. I think it's the stat line is too low, and cultists don't cost that much, so I don't know. Like it seems so weird. Traitor regiments. Choose a traitor auxilia troop and add it to your hand for 1 energy. Hmm. We can do better, I think. It's not bad, uh, but it's not great. Deranged cultist. 2 energy, 1/3 cultist. After another friendly cultist attacks, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. This card is not bad. Statline is okay. Um, like for a cultist, of course. But I think like this guy could see some play in Warihon, could see some play in Corferon. It's not that bad. Hellstriker Missile. 2 energy, deal 1 damage. If target dice, give flank to a random troop in your hand. I think this card is pretty good. Uh, Allows you to build up powerful stuff later on, and I think we like this kind of cards. So I think this card is pretty. The effect is really interesting. So I think this will see some kind of play, but maybe I think people will have a lot of like you will have to try it and find a good deck for it, but I think it's okay. Zealous Cultist was already there. Samira Devian. 3/2, 3 energy cultist, rally for each enemy troop, put in play a random cultist that costs 3 or less. Wow, this card is so good. It's really good. Um, Unfortunately, there aren't cultists like that frontline for 3 or less, but you can like if you have Dark Servant out, this card can get out of the end like incredibly quickly and put a lot of stuff on the board, and it's actually very cheap. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Um, for sure, it goes into Corferon, Elise Voiron, maybe also Sisters of Silence, because they always want some kind of board and they struggle with the card generation and value generation. So I think she will see some play there. Uh, Arrived Acolyte. 4 energy, 3/4, Cultist, Rage Game +1/+0. This card is bad. The settling just isn't there. Um, no healing. Yeah, this card is not that great. Ctonian Transport. 5 energy, 4/3. Traitor Auxilia, Backlash, draw and put in play 2 infantry from your deck that cost 3 or less. I think this card is pretty good. Unfortunately, like a lot of the Traitor Auxilia deck of the Traitor Auxilia card was nerfed, but apart from that, I think it's pretty good. Um, Also, you can use it in other decks that play with a lot of infantry and don't have rally effects, because rally effects are going to ruin you are not going to get the rally. So yeah, but it's not bad. Cataclysmic Blast. 6 energy, deal 5 damage to random enemy and 2 to its adjacent units. This card I think is pretty good. Like this is a lot of damage. Like for a neutral card, dealing 5 damage is really big, and dealing to adjacent is okay. Like mainly you want this to hit the warlord, um, but like if you gamble, maybe you can deal to the two to the warlord and take out an enemy troop. So I think it's okay. It's not bad. Cultist icon bearer. 656 cultist resolution give +2/+1 to your other cultists. Yes, of course. Really interesting resolution effect, like really strong. Um, Stat line is okay for 6 energy, it's not nothing great, but with this resolution effect, I think you want it in Elise and Corferon. I think want to play this card. Apart from that, I don't think unless you are playing really heavily into cultists, will see any play. Chtonian Lemon Ras, 7 energy, 6/7, Traitor Auxiliary deals 2 damage with Ordnance 3. Uh, Not enough, I think. It's not going to cut it in most decks. Also, Traitor Auxiliary was nerfed, so I think this will not see any play. So, apart from these, the cards that I think some of the designs are really cool, I wanted to show you my Erebus deck. Um, this deck has an 80%, 79% win rate, almost 100 games with it, and I think works pretty well. So Erebus, you can play pretty much the same deck with Lorgar. Maybe I would take out some of the cards because Erebus works a little bit different. But apart from that, I really like Erebus. I really like his ability. So yeah, just not to play always Lorgar because Lorgar I think it's way less interesting and obnoxious to play against. So starting with the package of demons, we have Breach the Veil. This card is really good, and I think you can achieve 3 offering pretty quickly, and this helps you find some really powerful troops that get discounted, and it's amazing. You can play like a turn 4 Demon Chosen, um, and I think it's a very good card. Carrot Squad, it's a staple in all Wolf Bears deck. Displays civilians, mainly there for Voltarax, and it's actually very good. Unswerving Devotion, killing stuff, drawing cards. I think you want to play this card, and as a 2 of. Then we have Grelot Sky Hunters. This card is amazing. Like this is the best bike you can ask for, and it's actually like it can combo in so many stuff. Always gives you offering when it kills and trades with something. So I think it's great. Binder of Souls. Uh, this card I think it's really good, and yeah, when you get like 2 Blood Masters, this card really puts a clock on your opponent, and it's a very fast clock. And I really like it. You can play also the second copy. I'm stuck with one, but you can play the second one. Legionary Manion is a staple. You want to play this card because it's incredibly good. An unidentified vessel let us dig for Carrot Squad, civilians, and the Sky Hunters, and I think it's a really good and cheap draw engine. You can play also the second copy. Voltarax, I think it needs no explanation. Voltarax is incredible with War Bearers, and it's actually your main way of clearing the board, getting offering. So this card is 2 of, and you don't even want to think about it. Artul Kedimar. This card is amazing. This is one of the most powerful 4 energy cards that there are. It's amazing. It's so fucking strong. It combos with Sky Hunters. It combos with the 0 energy cultists. It combos with Carrot Squad. Like it's so good. It's amazing. Tulo Ranazar, you can play another Binder of Soul instead of Tulo. I like it. It's a little bit slow. Usually you won't have the offering until turn 5 or 6, but when he starts digging again, it's a clock on the opponent. If you need to be aggressive, this is one of the few cards that let you be aggressive. So I think it's worth playing. Also, I like the artwork. Varades Javelin, you can go down one copy. I don't think it's that bad. Again, trading, the cleave is okay. It's mainly up here for the flank. Ocolet Command Squad, one of this card can lead to some incredible stuff. Yeah, it's just that good, and the stat line is not that easy to take out. Rising Sun is just a nice way to gain a little bit of board while dealing with something, because sometimes you don't find Voltrax, and I feel a little bit of removal is always a good thing to have. Shadow Crusade is just broken. This card is so fucking strong, so you want to play two copies. Master of Faith is one of the cards that make Warbearers work, so I think this card need to be as a 12. Noros Peroth, I like this card because it generates resources, it's a big body, and yeah, sometimes by turn 7 you can actually achieve both the offerings, and in this case this becomes a killing machine that also provides you a lot of value. Daroth Yagat, you cannot play Warbearers without this card. This card is absurd, and Maragal is just a really good endgame piece, which is pretty strong. Nowhere near as powerful as Daroth, but it's good. I wanted to show you some games I had. I think I pinned them there. Yes. So let's start with Theo, and then we have Lorgar and Kirin. So against Theo, we don't want Yagas in the opening hand. We don't want Shadow Crusade. We keep the Vessel. We keep Master of Fate because it's just broken. We have Counter Attack and Marion, which is great, and then we can turn to Vessel. The funny thing about this deck is that like it does have so much ways of climbing back into the game. The only problem is against enemy Lorgars that usually stomp you, and yeah, not that much else. This I think is a mistake, because these are going to get me so many offering, and like I already have 3 offering, and I can Vessel, and next turn I can maybe get another 1 or 2 offerings. Also we have double flanker. Well, like we are golden. This is where you want to be with Erebus against the mid-range decks. Like at this point we have 6 offering. We can go for a lot of stuff, but I think the best play and what I did there was just Dark Ritual. Next turn we can most likely Binder of Soul, so, and to ensure that we can play the Carrot Squad. Playing the Carrot Squad here means that he needs to take out the Cultist or the Carrot Squad, and if it is with both, well, you can do nothing about it, but yeah, we can achieve our offering. And yeah, I should have zero power there, but yeah, little bit of misplay. He kills one, and I think then he is kind of like he kills one of the fiends But then, like, also another funny thing about Erebus is that even with um, maintenance, he can overcome some of the issues with his ability. At this point, I just want to get the offering as quickly as possible and maybe dig for something good. Like already next turn, I have Master of Faith. I can also play Javelin. I can play a lot of stuff. I think he achieves the mission. Not that we care a lot, if I have to say. Like we have Voltarax, we have so much stuff that we can do. Oh, Darath is amazing here. This will be our end game, and the end game is coming really close. So, well, we just smack face there. I don't really care. Now with Voltarax, in order to gain like 6 more offerings, we get to 17. Next turn we can play Master or Double Javelin, and also we have Daroth. Like at this point, you want to wait for Daroth because like you are going to kill him anyway, so doesn't really matter. Now we smack, and then next turn he has to play uh, 13 health worth of troops. Otherwise, he's going to die. And now we pick Darth and we win. Then we have another game against Lorgar. Against Kirin. And let's keep Lorgar for last. Um, so I don't think Kirin has that great of a matchup against World Bearers. Anyway, like we want to keep both the Vultrax. Um, that's great. The problem here that we have is that we don't really have any way of generate offering and nothing to clear the board with Vultarax. That's pretty bad. Like we need to deal with it with the Sky Hunters. We don't want to bash too much because Black Shields can be pretty aggressive if they want, so Marion is just great. And this will take some health away from you for sure. This card is really annoying, I have to say. So now we almost certainly are going to Dark Ritual after the Unswerving Devotion, because we really don't have that much, which is a shame. Even Dark Ritual for 3 is okay. Like it's not nothing. Mm, like this card is not going to be relevant that much, so I think it's okay. That's a little bit of a problem actually. I think this time we. Yeah, I didn't play Voltrax because I don't want to get 10 damage to the face. I will get 10 damage anyway because I think this is going to hit me again. Yes, so it's 10 damage anyway. But we are in a bad spot. Like our end is amazing, so breach the veil. Like now we can civilian Voltarax Ranazar, maybe. Also we can, yeah, we can play the counter attack. Otherwise we would have killed one of the civilians. We are a bit low on health, but I mean now we can kind of snowball. Also, since we have 8, we can play Binder, which is better than Ranazar. Yeah, when you see Bloodmaster, you're already happy. That's not going to help him that much. I don't mind trading, if I have to say, because I have another one, and then we have Master of Faith, we have Shadow Crusade, we can refill our hand. Like, this is not a position in which I'm afraid of trading because my stuff generates so much value that I think it's pretty hard for enemy decks to keep up when you spawn so many demons. Like now he's going to get poison 5, then we have another Ranzar, and we don't want to play anything else because he's going to get it with index. With so many poison he needs to kill me as fast as possible. Master of Fate is annoying but really doesn't change a lot, also because I can just Voltarax. He's going to get a copy though. Yeah, this doesn't matter because I have Voltarax. So now he's also at full hand, so I can play whatever I want. He's not going to get anything. And now, yes, we can just marry on, breach the veil, we can do whatever we want. We can also get Chaos Fury. Why doesn't go away? I have no idea. I think the replay is bugged. Okay, let's do this way. That's so weird. And then let's see the last one against Lorgar, which was against a really good player, which is this one. So we want stuff which is a little bit faster. Also, he's going to get more offering than us. And going second here sucks. So yeah, nothing we can do about it. So let's try to survive, and maybe we can do something cool. But it's not easy to play against Lorgar. Ranazar is not really what you want to see, but okay. I'm trying to lower my deck in order to draw the cards that I need, which are Voltarax and also Civilians, and Carol helps, but okay, Santum. Rising Sun is not bad. Mm. At this point, I wanted to put pressure, so I put Command Squad and trade Carrot Squad. In this way, he has to deal at least another 3 damage in order to kill it. And Evoltarax, I think. No, Hypergation, okay. This is a card I like. You can play with Erebus, but I think it's better in Lorgar because Lorgar has um, way less of a problem in dealing with stuff. So at this point, Unswerving Devotion, we get our energy back. We can breach the veil. We can play Ranazar. We can also kill the yeah. I think Ranazar is okay. Okay, we put the spawn in. Hmm. 7 energy Maragal is wow. It's really good. The problem now that we have is that he is way above us, and now he's going to have the Shadow Crusade while we are not. And yeah. Also, we didn't play Ranzer because we didn't have the offering. So at this point, I think the thing that we want to do is just play Ranazar. We have 3 demons in play and hope that this is enough to put a little bit of pressure. Merenkar is not a bad card. Second Merenkar. I think he Purgation here again. So at this point he's getting really out of hand with the offering. I could have also played Master of Faith, but I wanted to give him something to kill. Also because we already saw 2 Noetic Propagations, so... And now we can snowball with the little bike. The replay is bugged. Why? I think it's bugged. Anyway, unfortunately, the game was very interesting, but I couldn't show you. Anyway, this is the deck. You can put a lot of stuff in there. I think it works just fine. You can try to go for the for the mission. You can go with, I originally played Legendary Axe, then I swap it out because I think it's not where you want to be. You can play Cold Kiss. Like I just found this card. I didn't have time to put it in, but I think it's really playable. You can play second copy of Rising Sun. You can play Demno Squad. You can play Chur. Like I don't think Chur really belongs in this deck, but it's not bad. Um, yeah, you can play Infidus Imperator, which I also just got, but it's hard to like have room for all of these cards. Anyway, let me know what you think about the neutral cards and the deck in the comments, and see you guys next time.